Okay.
I don't know if anybody else is coming or not. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. So the one you're asking about is this. And we actually did one just like this in class today, but this one does have a little bit of a tricky part to it, but not the first part. The first step is easy. What do we have to do first?
Divide by 9.
Absolutely. Now, if we're doing this without a calculator, which we are, because it says so in the directions, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to use logarithms. We're not going to be able to take the log of both sides, which is what I would do normally because the variable is up there where the exponent is, and that's when I use logarithms. But since I'm not allowed to do that, I have to make these two numbers the same.
Okay.
So that means you're either going to change 2 into 1/2 somehow, or you're going to change 1/2 into 2.
Yeah, so multiply by 2 over 1.
Okay, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, you have to make it so you have the same number in both of these parentheses. You can't put in any other numbers. You have to just put exponents here that will change, let's say 2 into 1/2. Look, what happens if I take 2, or excuse me, if I take 1/2 and raise it to the negative first? What is 1/2 to the negative first power?
1.
What do you do when you have a negative exponent? What happens to your problem?
No.
Yes, you know.
Flips
It
it.
flips. Sure, negative exponents flip you over. Negative exponents move you. So isn't 1/2 to the negative first the same as 2?
Okay.
Right? But now
Yeah.
that's a 1/2, just like this is a 1/2. Now, yesterday when I did this, so if you want to go watch the video anyway, you'll see that instead of making them both 1/2s, I made them both 2s. You can go either way. You just have to make a match. But you don't make a match by multiplying them by something or dividing them by something. You make them match by manipulating the exponents. Okay?
Okay.
So now that they're both 1/2s, I can just set the exponents equal to each other. So 3x minus 1 equals -1. You know how those problems we did today where we crossed out the logs, when we had the same one on both sides, we crossed them out? It's the same thing here. When you have the same base on both sides, you can cross them out.
Okay.
So then you just add 1 and divide by 2. So x equals 2/3.
Okay.
Oh, no. You let me make a mistake.
I was a little confused.
What's that supposed to be? This isn't a 2. What is
It's
that?
0.
Yes, thank you, Arlissa. So the answer is 0. Yeah. I thought, yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Anything from any other homework you want to look at?
Not really, because I think I'm okay on the 3.6.
You are?
Yeah, I think for the most part.
I'm looking at the wrong package. Let me see.
I mean, I haven't started, but I understood most of what we were doing today in class.
Okay, let's go ahead and get out the 3-6 homework. And since you're here, let's go ahead and do problem 3, because that's a little bit, and do you have your calculator?
Yeah.
Okay, That's the only hard part about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do problem 3. And you might need your notes, and maybe not, I don't know. So first thing you have to do when you read the problem is determine which formula you're going to use. Right?
Oh, it's interest compounded, so it's the compound interest one.
Yep. So I'm going to write that down. That's probably a good way to start. Go ahead and write that formula down. So if you forgot it or you don't find it there, it's right there. There's the formula we're going to use. You're right. Because it says compounded monthly, interest compounded monthly, we know we're going to use that formula. That is absolutely right. All right. So now let's put some numbers in.
Okay. Well, you were born 18 years ago, and the year is...
So the year's going to be 18. That's going to be 18. Okay. All right. Okay, what else?
And then the 3.5 is the rate.
And when I put that in, I don't put 3.5, I put
0.3.
Yep,
0.035.
Yep, that's right. That's what goes in for R. Perfect. Okay.
And then, okay. The A is 34, 5, 6, 7.
Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I tried to make numbers that were easy to type in.
And then, wait, what's and there's times per year. Monthly shows a 12.
Yep. And remember, that happens twice. It happens once in the denominator and once in the exponent. Right?
Yeah, and we don't know P.
We don't know P. Perfect. Now, the first thing I want you to do, okay, is go ahead and multiply those two together. So get one number for 18 times 12. So that's 216. Okay. Now we can do this a couple of different ways. So I'll go through both ways with you, and then you'll need to figure out which works for you best, okay? Do you understand, though, that to get P by itself, we're going to have to divide by that mess right there?
Okay.
This is a multiply, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to have to divide by that. So I'm just going to come over here, and I'm just going to divide by that. So this essentially is what I can type into my calculator. All right, so let's do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Divided by parentheses. Gotta have parentheses. So divided by parentheses, 1 plus 0.035 divided by 12, close the parentheses, and raise to the 216th power. Did you get $18,426.99?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Let me give you one more option. That will work to type it in. So if you can do that, you're good. Let me give you one more option. Back to what we had here before we divided. This right here, this big mess right here, that is just a number, okay? So I'm going to type that in. Parentheses, 1 plus 0.035 divided by 12, close the parentheses, and raised to the 2/16. So in other words, I'm just typing this in right here, this part right here.
Yep.
So I got 1.87.
Yep.
Did you? Okay. Now, so basically what you've got is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equal to 1.87 p.
Yep.
So all I need to do is divide by that number.
Yeah.
But Miss Ford does not like round off. So to do that, you're going to type in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then hit divided by, and then second answer. And the answer is above your negative button. And what that does is it will bring down that whole number so you don't have to type it back in, and then hit equals, and you're going to get exactly the same answer.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
Yes, that answer button really comes in handy, because if you were to round off this decimal, it would throw this off and you would lose credit. So if you do it that way, you don't have to round off, you can just do second answer. But you can also do it the way we did it first. Doesn't matter. This is the answer, somehow get it.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and finish up this sheet and get it done? Because I think you're capable of doing both of them, really. All right, let's do number 2. We'll do number 2 next.
Compound continuously is the second one, the PERT.
Oh, are you on number 1?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep, number 1 is compounded continuously. So we're going to need our other formula. So here's my formula. That's the PERT. All right,
Okay.
what's going to go in where?
P is 300.
All right.
A is 525.
All right.
Oh, E is just E.
Yep.
R is the rate, so 0.12.
Perfect. And T is my variable, right?
Yep. Okay. Let me find it.
Wait, we gotta do something before we start. What's step 1 here on this problem?
Oh, will we divide by 300?
Mm-hmm. So we got 525 over 300. Don't worry about that. It's fine. If you divide it in, you get 1.75. So if you like that better, that's fine. My only rule is no rounding. So when I type in 525 over 300, I don't have to round. It comes out to be this exactly. So if you'd rather write it that way, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, now what?
We have to do log.
We do. Except since there's an E in the problem, I think I'll
Oh,
ln.
it's ln. Yeah, it's ln.
And then these cancel.
Yep.
So ln 1.75 equals 0.012t.
Yep.
And all I have to do is take ln 1.75 divided by 0.012.
Yep. $22.38. So 22 years.
Okay, wait a second. I didn't get that. What did you type in? Tell me what you typed in.
You said ln, and then 1.75 divided by 0.025.
No, 0.012.
Yeah. I don't know how I get some numbers sometimes.
I don't, cause that was the rate. You actually gave me that number, 0.012. So try it again and tell me how many years you got.
Okay, ln 1.75 parentheses, then divided by 0, no, Jesus, 0.012. 46. Yay.
Okay. All right, number 2. First thing, read it and figure out what formula you're using.
Compounded quarterly is the first one.
Yep.
Yeah, the first one.
So let's write that down again.
P
Start plugging stuff in.
plus N T. Okay. So 650 is P.
Perfect.
And then it's 1 plus R is the interest rate. So 0.0225
Beautiful.
over number of times 40. So it's 4.
Yep. That happens twice. Don't forget it's the denominator and the exponent.
Yeah. And then number of years, so 12
Yep.
times 10.
Perfect. And we're looking for A, right?
Yeah.
So first thing, let's multiply the 4 and the 12 so we have just one exponent.
Yep.
Yeah, that's always a real easy thing to do, so we'll do that first. Now,
Can I just put it all in my calculator?
exactly. Good. Just type it all in. Make sure you've got parentheses there, so 650 parentheses 1 plus. And then you got to close the parentheses and raise it to the 48.
$850.
Yes, $850.83. Yep.
Yay.
Yay. So you can turn that one in when you're ready too.
Was the first one years?
Yeah. Did I not write that down? I'm sorry. Yeah, that first one was years.
Okay. I'm gonna turn it in. Thank you.
All right. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye.
Bye.